and thanks for tuning in to this edition of The Picture Show. Filmed live here at the Bipsy Studios. I'm Caleb Moore.
And I am Carl Pearson. Hi.
And today, we're going to talk about a couple of new movies that just came out. First up, we'll be talking about Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. So let's take a look at the trailer.
Master Wayne. Thermal imaging is showing me 24 hostiles on the 3rd floor. Why don't I drop you off on the 2nd?
Slow in my old age, Alfred.
Even you got too old to die young, not for lack of trying.
He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. If we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. God versus man. Day versus night.
You're psychotic.
That is a 3-syllable word for any thought too big for little minds.
I've known a few women like you.
Oh, I don't think you've ever known a woman like me.
You know the oldest lie in America? That power can be innocent.
That was Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. What you think, Carl?
On first viewing, I didn't dislike it, but it was so many missed opportunities and so many mischaracterizations. I mean, I'm an old comics guy from way back.
Yeah.
And so my understanding of how superheroes behave and how, in particular, Batman and Superman behave, you know, kind of colors how I see this movie. This is not what I wanted. I wanted somebody to be happy about being here, or at least not dour and sad. That's the same thing I disliked about the Dark Knight trilogy as it went on. It just got to be so dark. Plus, there's a lot of logic holes and plot holes in it. Having said that, I still recommend you go see it, and I don't dislike it.
Yeah, what do you think about everybody talking about how before the movie even, like before anybody ever went to go see it, everybody was already talking down on it?
Yeah, especially on Ben Affleck. And I would tell you, Ben Affleck did a terrific job on that. I personally think the little bit they gave him, he was better than the last guy.
Yeah.
Christian Bale. You know, because again, the characterization's wrong, but the core elements of what you want from a Batman, you got from Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck did a lot of his stunts, so that's him.
Except he didn't do his own voice.
Well, I mean, part of it, he did, you know, as the Bruce Wayne, as the brooding Bruce Wayne, that was him, and that was him on the vocoder or whatever, and it wasn't nearly as bad as Christian Bale's doing, Georgia, what you say? So that was, you know, that was not irritating.
Yeah.
Let me run down the good things about it first, because I always try to be positive.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. I personally wished I'm going to find Gal Gadot somewhere on this planet one day and apologize to her. I thought she was too short. I thought she was too skinny. I thought she was too everything or not enough of everything. And darn if she didn't do exactly what you want to do. Plus they called her Diana Prince, or they called her Mrs. Prince in there somewhere. That was awesome. And I got a magic lasso that glows. I'm good. I'm ready for her movie. What is that, next year, I think?
Yeah.
2017? Next year, I'm ready for the movie. Curious as to why they said it in World War I, but I don't care. If it's half that cool, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ben Affleck did a wonderful job. I couldn't ask for more. In fact, I understand they're real happy with it too. He's writing the script now. He's going to direct it soon. So I'm sure he's going to be fine.
For what?
A Batman movie. They hadn't really planned on it. They sort of did, but now they saw how well he did, how well his portrayal was being accepted.
Yeah.
So now.
Man, I remember when he was first announced. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Because I remember being on Twitter, and everybody was just going crazy about how, Ben Affleck's the complete wrong guy to play Batman.
Yeah. I'm an Affleck supporter in this particular case, and I was on Facebook arguing almost every other day that this guy is going to be fine. You had to think about it. Michael Keaton was a
the
comedic
best
actor,
Batman ever,
and it's like, and he just knocked it out of the park. I mean,
yeah.
And Ben Affleck is a much better actor, better actor now than Keaton was back then.
Yeah.
And so I knew at that point he was going to be fine. He just needed to get, as long as the script was okay, he was going to be okay, and he did a great job.
Yeah, a lot of people were complaining about how Batman versus Superman, how does that even make sense that they're even at war with each other?
Oh, man.
Because aren't they all for the greater good, or shouldn't they want to be protecting Gotham or the same city, you know what I mean? But, and I guess a lot of people come up with that conclusion without even seeing the movie, because when you watch the movie, it really breaks it down and really easily to understand, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that sticks. I'm not a huge comic book reader, but I don't know if that sticks with the true story. But
see, it doesn't. But I got to ask you, as a person who doesn't read comics, did their motivations work out for you? Because it flat out did not work for me.
Their motivations?
Yeah.
Man, Bruce Wayne's perspective? Yeah. But I don't understand why Superman wanted
to the point of wanting to kill Superman then?
Well, I don't know why he wanted to. I guess just because the people, without giving too much away. Well, that's in the trailer, honestly. But I mean, I guess since the people he worked for died, I mean, I don't know. But it's supposed to be Bruce Wayne's like disconnected kind of in this one. Like he's just darker. And
it's
more like he's just murking people.
And see, that's my other thing. Batman doesn't kill. To me, that superheroes, generally speaking, don't kill.
Yeah.
I know Captain America was in World War II, and he killed a lot of people, but he wasn't a superhero then. He was a super soldier, whole different thing, whole different time. I know that's Parson Harris and all that kind of stuff, but superheroes don't kill. Superman, I can think of 7 different ways he could have stopped Zod in this movie without killing him.
Yeah.
Batman most assuredly did. Part of being Batman is the fact that he's smarter than us.
Yeah.
He's smarter than darn near everybody. Surely you could have figured out a way to steal kryptonite without killing 15, 20 people. Why do you have machine guns and grenades on your Batmobile? Cool Batmobile, but why are you killing all these folk willy-nilly? What's the whole point of him witnessing his mother and father being killed in front of his eyes was that he would fight crime and not kill. He has a special aversion to guns. This guy doesn't have this. So why is he a good guy? I would get why Superman would have an issue with this guy, because this guy doesn't care about people's lives.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Whatever his goal is in life to stop crime doesn't mean that I don't necessarily kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I kind of agree with that too, because a lot of people were making a big issue about he's not the kind of guy who murks people. And I can remember in the first one with Christian Bale, he didn't really do a lot of that. He was kind of like he would hang people up or like tie them up and let them be found by the police or turn them in. And I don't know. I guess I didn't read the comic books, but I feel like it's one of those things like and I guess it's unless you're an avid fan, you really wouldn't pick up on it, But
I mean that goes to what makes you a hero nowadays.
Yeah.
And to me, if you do not
Superman
have to
was murking people left and right too, though.
That's.
But that's because he was fighting Zod,
Oh yeah, the first one, see, that was like a complete disrespect.
In that scene,
Yeah, you destroyed all of basically downtown Manhattan. I know it's Metropolis, but it's basically downtown Manhattan. You destroyed it all. One of the superhero tropes. There's nothing. They don't pay attention to any of the superhero tropes. One of them is you take the fight outside.
Yeah.
You take the fight way away. Look at, I'm going to say something really silly. Look at Power Rangers.
Yeah.
When they're fighting as people, not when they're fighting as giant robots. But as people, they're out on a beach somewhere. They're out in the forest somewhere. They're in a big lot somewhere in the middle of downtown where there's usually no people. Now, the whole giant robot thing kind of blows it out of the water. But the whole point of being a superhero, particularly if you can fly, is that you take the fight away from folk.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't fight in outer space. That'd be even cooler.
Well, yeah, I imagine he hadn't flown outer space yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if he thinks he can. But
and I was wondering about like Zod when in this movie. You know, he's using like the laser vision or heat vision.
In this one or the last one?
He was using it in this one too, because when he chopped that building in half, you know, it shows like a little scene of it.
Yeah.
But and kind of going back to the last one too, I've always wanted to know this. Like, is he like, could he do that before he got to Earth?
No. In fact, it took him a while for, you know.
Is that why he was acting all weird about it? Like he was like, you know, like trying to close his eyes,
exactly,
blinking,
because you know he wasn't expecting it at first.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not a thing that you just automatic, because Kryptonians can't do it. You know,
that's what I was wondering. Are they, when they're on their planet, are they super strong?
No.
No.
No, it's a heavy gravity planet. So it would be like, heavy gravity planet. So it's like if you were on the moon, you'd be able to pick up a lot larger things than you would if you were on Earth.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to pick up a huge rock on the moon that you wouldn't be able to pick up down here.
Yeah.
So heavy gravity, yellow sun radiation. Although that, again, I was going to get into the comic book stuff. That changes depending on the color of the sun you go around. If you're around the blue sun, you have different powers, all that kind of stuff. But basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Krypton's got a heavier gravity than Earth, so that's why he couldn't do all the running fast and flying and leaping and all that kind of stuff until he came here. And even at that, it took a while. He had a degree of super strength. All of them had a degree of super strength when they got here.
Yeah.
But later on, they absorb more yellow sun radiation, they got other powers.
Yeah.
So,
do you believe? Is it believable to you that like the Batman Superman fight scenes when he's putting on the Batman armor and he's got all his little gadgets and he's at one moment, you know, without giving too much away, has what he has?
My contention has always been that if Batman has time to plan, he can beat Superman. But just if they both just show up somewhere and say, I want to fight you, it's over in about 5 seconds. And it's only 5 seconds because Superman will have some sort of mercy on it. But otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I thought too. You know, I was like, I feel like Superman would just like flick his head off.
Right.
In like 2 seconds.
He could, except with the presence of kryptonite.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Plus, he didn't want to.
Man, the kryptonite. I want to go off on that for a little bit.
Okay.
That thing looked like a plastic box with a light inside of it. Like literally. Like, because when I was watching the Man of Steel, it looked it was like a rock with like little, you know, you could see like,
they didn't have kryptonite.
Or whatever the last one was, they did it way better.
Right.
They did it way better. It was like a rock with like little, you know, like openings of kryptonite you could see. And in this one, it was just, man, I just couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, they just pull it out of the ocean, out of nowhere. Like, I would like a little more backstory on how they figured that out, you know?
It's a lot of stuff that they put in there that they wanted us just to figure out, and other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they felt like they needed to over-explain.
It's like, here's some kryptonite, smash.
Yeah. Like the reason
falls apart, perfect piece of green rock.
Like the reason why the fight between Batman and Superman ended was the thing that they felt like they needed to over-explain. It was really Anvilicious.
It was really what?
Anvilicious. That's a title we use where it's you can see it coming from a mile away. It's like, you know, old cartoons, they used to drop an anvil on you.
Oh yeah.
When you would say something, you know, out of character, like how many lumps would you like?
Yeah.
And then they drop it.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many stars would you give it? We'll go out of 10.
Shoot, man. I think I'd give it 7.
7? Yeah, I feel like that too, about 7. On a second viewing and thinking about it, I dislike it a lot less than I did before, so I give it a 7.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the people who, the critics are a little harsh on it, for sure.
They were going to be, they had planned to be harsh on it before.
I think, they were hating when Ben Affleck was announced as Batman, but I liked it.
I did too. I didn't dislike it. Personally, I feel like if they would give me $250 million, I could have made you a better movie.
Is that how much they?
I'm sure when you add up all of the other stuff, marketing and stuff, it adds up to be about 250. But they just made 700 million. What was that? Last week, Monday.
Wow.
By Monday, they made 700 million.
Well, not too bad. I guess they'll take the criticism then.
Yeah, they'll take it. They're good. They have my money.
Nice. All right. Well, let's take a look of what's new on Blu-ray and DVD with Eric.
Welcome to the latest in what's new to Blu-ray and DVD. This month we have pretty great selection of movies coming out, from comedy to action and everything in between. Well, on December, the addition to the classic Star Wars trilogy, Star Wars The Force Awakens, was released in theaters. And this week it finally was available in stores on Blu-ray and DVD. This action-filled fun for the whole family takes place 30 years after the defeat of the Galactic Empire, when the new threat arises. You definitely don't want to miss out on grabbing your own copy. All right, based on a true story, the movie #horror follows a group of girls that take an obsession with a disturbing online game way too far, and their line between virtuality and reality becomes non-existent. This movie showcases the horrors of cyberbullying. You can get it now on Blu-ray and DVD. Next, for action fans, we have an action movie full of adventure, a vicious bear, and Leonardo DiCaprio. How could you go wrong? Leonardo stars in The Revenant as a legendary explorer named Hugh Glass, who is left for dead by his own hunting team, forcing him to stay on a quest to remain alive. If you didn't get a chance to catch this cinematic masterpiece in theaters, go ahead and look for it coming soon to Blu-ray and DVD on April 19th. Last is Ip Man 3, a martial arts movie filled with a huge dose of action and drama. If you haven't gotten around to seeing his other two, I highly suggest watching those and having a martial arts movie marathon. Ip Man 3 definitely does not disappoint, starring Donnie Yen as a martial arts master and Mike Tyson as the crooked antagonist. Yes, that's right, Tyson as an antagonist. This definitely is something you don't want to miss out on. Keep your eyes peeled for Ip Man 3 on Blu-ray and DVD April 19th. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
I teach a wide variety of things, including film editing, directing, documentary making, lighting. I fell in love with art as a young child, and it's just always something that has stuck with me.
You know, I love the whole process of going on set, going back into the editing room, telling a story. That's what I really love about film.
I got laid off from my job, and I figured this was the perfect opportunity to go to school to get a degree for it.
As a kid, I was really into geeky stuff. I couldn't think of anything else that I would rather do.
They really provide you with the equipment and you know, the necessary tools in order to, you know, advance in a career, especially in communications field.
Well, one thing that really drew me to video production especially is it's just a way to reach people. And as someone who likes to communicate with other people, I felt that mass communication, especially broadcasting, was a tool that I could use.
You get some hands-on experience. They've got good stuff to work with. They really know what they're doing, and they're willing to pass it on.
When our students leave Bossier Parish Community College, they are equipped to get a job immediately, or they can move on to a 4-year degree.
When you earn your GED diploma, the barriers in your life fall. Take the first step and get free GED information in your area at 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or yourged.org. Earn your GED diploma and begin your brighter future.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning back in. We had just finished talking about Batman vs. Superman.
Right.
Now we're talking about
10 Cloverfield Lane. It is.
Would you say this is the follow-up or connected to?
The way they describe it, again, I'm talking about Bad Robot, the people that produced and made this movie.
Cloverfield.
Yeah, the way they described it is that it is a spiritual connection to the first Cloverfield movie. They don't say that it's in the same universe per se, but a lot of things that happen in this movie and little things that are happening in the movie that you see are related in some way to Cloverfield. I tell you what, let's take a look at the trailer first, and then we'll talk about it in a minute.
Sweet.
Children behave, that's what they say when we're together, and watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night, and then you put your arms around me.
Don't open that door! They're going to get all of us killed! Something's coming.
All right, well, welcome back. Okay, so let's talk about 10 Cloverfield Lane. As a standalone movie, if you just appreciate it for what it is, without any relationship at all to Cloverfield at all, it is an excellent movie. The cast in it were perfectly cast, and they played, I mean, you believed you were in this bunker.
Yeah, John Goodman, he's incredible.
John Goodman especially. The other thing I love about it is that it's actually set in Louisiana. Somewhere off of I-10 between Baton Rouge and Houston. That'll be an important part in the movie. We're not going to give spoilers of it, but I recommend highly that you go see it. The basic premise is that there's been some sort of alien invasion, and that this man is already, he's one of the prepper types, and he's already prepared for whatever bad thing was going to come, either his worst nightmare or his greatest fantasy.
Weirdo.
Yeah, a little bit of both. So, and the story progresses in there. There are 3 people inside the bunker, and I can't say too much without giving it away. But there are several revelations that come out about the guy who built the bunker. And this is this lady's attempt.
So this guy's like tripping before it even happens.
Well, yeah, there were some bad things that he either did.
So he's got some inside information, you think?
Actually, yes, he does. And a lot of that's not revealed directly. It's implied in the movie.
Yeah.
But if you go to the viral videos and the viral websites like Slusho, trust me, just put it in Google and look at that. And then you click on some of the pictures there, you actually get a background of this guy.
Yeah.
There is a a unseen cameo at the very beginning of the movie. Again, not gonna give it away, but the voice of the boyfriend is somebody we all know very well.
Yeah.
So I recommend it highly just for that. Just if you just want to appreciate a good movie, a good suspenseful movie on its own that does not insult your intelligence, as most bad robots products do. I mean, I've been watching them since way back in Alias, and they have yet to disappoint me with what they've done.
Yeah.
So.
And this is J.J. Abrams.
Well, he didn't direct this one, but it's his hand is in everything. I mean, you can see they
Coming
started
off
to
of
have
Star Wars, that's a lot of.
You can see a studio style on this movie.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, and it's excellent. All right, so how many stars would you give it?
I'd have to say 7.
7? Oh, I got to give this one a 9, man.
A 9?
Only because, and I only give it a 9.
Wasn't a little slow?
Huh?
It wasn't a little slow?
I mean, but it's a suspenseful movie. It's not a monster movie where you got to have action every 10 seconds.
The trailer, though, to me was like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you thought it was going to be like that. I did, but I still enjoyed it, though.
I figured out what kind of movies it was going to. The only reason why I wouldn't give it a 10 is because they didn't explain enough about the connection between it and Cloverfield directly. They weren't direct about it. That's the only reason why I wouldn't give it a 10.
Gotcha.
As for what it was.
Yeah.
10.
So yeah, we definitely recommend you go checking that one out. And we appreciate you guys tuning in to this edition of The Picture Show. We'll see you back here next Friday.
No